Hello and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Amanda, and today I am starting my reading vlog for the O.W.L.s Readathon that lasts the whole month of April. This is my second year participating, as last year it was its first year, and so far I'd say we're doing all right. I started listening to City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare this morning at work, and I got probably 2 hours in. It's my buddy read with my friend Darshell of Rare Books and Planners, and basically the reason I started it, it's not even to do with my O.W.L. Readathon, at least not a prompt that I had pre-planned to read, but I can fit it in. But I have the audiobook on hold for my library, or on loan right now from my library, and it's due back in the next couple of days, so I had to start that. I am going to make it work for, I believe it's Ancient Runes, that has to be a book over 10 years old, and I believe City of Ashes was published in 2008. So that works for that. I was going to start listening to Voyager, which is book 3 in the Outlander series, but Scribd is saying it's available. It was saying earlier it would be available on today, but I couldn't get it. Like, it would only let me listen to preview, and now that I check my phone, it's going to be available tomorrow, which is 4/2, so we'll see if I even get that book anytime soon. And then I want to finish reading a book that I have left over from last month. It's The Law of Dreams by Peter Burns, which I'm not going to count towards my owls. And then we'll see where I go from there. So right now I'm off to a good start because I've started reading, but not towards anything that I had anticipated my reading to count towards. So we shall see. Yeah, that's basically it. The only other update is this month, starting next weekend, which is, well, actually starting today, Skylar did start taking the trim off of the walls and whatnot around our doors and around the baseboard to, well, because we are pulling up all the carpet and putting in laminate flooring that we got from Costco. So he started doing that today, and then this coming weekend is when we're really supposed to start ripping out the carpet and laying down the floor in the hallway. So I'll show you what that looks like, since it'll basically be a month-long project, just like this readathon. But if we see, this is our laundry room right here, but all the trim is off right there and along the floor. So I, for one, am really looking forward to not having carpet anymore, especially with 2 dogs. It's pretty gross. So right now I need to do some studying for Muggle school, and then hopefully get to reading some more of Law of Dreams tonight, the Law of Dreams tonight, and then I can start. I think I'm going to start with my herbology pick, which is I Am Livia by Phyllis T. Smith, I believe is the author. And that is going to obviously count for herbology because it has plants on the cover. I'll show you it later when I pick it up here within the next couple of days. So that's it for right now, and I will check in when I actually have a reading update for you. Hello. So it is day 5 of the readathon. It's been quite a while since I vlogged because I don't know why. Well, actually I do know why. I didn't want to pick up my camera, to be honest. I did this morning, though, finish my first book for the O.W.L.s, and it was for the potions course, which was the next step or next ingredient in your potion. I read City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, which was my buddy read with my friend Darshell. She's reading it as a physical form, and I was reading it as an audiobook, and this morning, basically when she got off work and I started work, she works evenings and I start work pretty early. We were at the same point, but since my book was on loan from the library, I needed to finish it up and return it within the next couple of days. So I just did that while I was working today. I gave it 2 stars. It wasn't... I just want more from it, to be honest. I'm definitely feeling that I'm growing out of young adult, and especially this book was published 2008, I want to say. So I know young adult has come quite a way since then, but it's just, I don't know if I can stand these teenagers much longer. And I really want to know more about the runes and just the Shadowhunter world in general. I feel like these kids are always getting themselves in predicaments, and then it's like so easy to get them out of it that it just feels like there's no fear for the characters, I guess. Like I don't know. And also, like, can we get over the romance? I don't want to spoil, so if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. I have a theory, and I don't know if I'm right or not. I kind of feel like maybe they're not siblings, but I could be saying that, and all of you who have read it could be yelling at me. So we shall see. I do have City of Glass on loan from my library as well that I need to give back here within the next week. So depending on where Darshell is, I might see if she's ready to start that, or if she wants a break from the Mortal Instruments for a while, and then I can always just return it and put my name back on hold for the audiobook, or I can just try and get the ebook. We'll see. So I am also currently working on my charms course, which is we have to pass the age line charm or prove competence in it. So that's an adult novel, and for that I am reading Voyager by Diana Gabaldon, which is the 3rd book in the Outlander series. I don't know, I'm listening to it on Scribd, so I don't know remember if I updated it, but in the physical book, that's where I am right now. I might be a little further though if I haven't moved my bookmark since I last stopped. And it's not so bad. And the thing I like most about this is that, how to do this without spoilers. I like the chase for information, and I like when books, like you have somebody searching for something, and then once they find that piece of information, it tells the story from the point of view of the person who is going through that experience, so like history and stuff. So I like the kind of dual timeline perspective that had. And we'll see how it goes from here. Yeah. Oh, I also picked up my herbology book, which is to read a book with a plant on the cover, or maybe in the title or something too. And I am reading I Am Livia by Phyllis T. Smith. This follows a 14-year-old girl who I'm liking so far. I only read the 1st chapter last night, but she doesn't read like a teenager. She reads more like a late teen, early 20s. But she hears the plot to assassinate Julius Caesar, and it's gonna be probably politically heavy and stuff like that, but I've never read I mean, I guess if you count An Ember in the Ashes in those books, they kind of center around the Roman time period, whatever time period that was. But it's kind of loose, and this is more of a historical imagining, I guess, of that time period, which isn't something I read a lot of for historical fiction. I mostly stick with like, like World War I or II, those sorts of things. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that book goes. So yeah, yesterday I had 3 books going. Today I only have 2, and that's what I plan to do while the rest of the readathon goes. We'll see if I can stick to it. Unless if I start City of Glass sometime soon, then that'll just all go out the window, but we'll see. So, today is Friday, and I still have another couple hours of work. I'm going to bulk film a couple of videos because I am going to Austin not next week, but the week after, the week of the 15th. So I just want to make sure that I am all caught up on my YouTube videos, and that next week and this weekend I can mostly focus on helping Skylar rip up carpet and rip out the rest of our trim, and also get some studying done. So that's where I'm at right now. I am gonna end my break and get back to work for the rest of the day. So I'll chat with you sometime soon, I'm sure. Alright, we are now on day 12 of the readathon, and I am way long overdue for an update. Like I said, I'm not vlogging every day. I just kind of want to give you updates on what I'm reading and books as I finish them. So, not yesterday. No, it was yesterday. Yesterday I finished Voyager by Diana Gabaldon, and I am giving it a 2-star rating. It was fun enough, but we're 3 books in, and I feel like she's really drawing out the plots, and I feel like they're not logical, they don't make sense, she's just creating drama for drama's sake. So, I mean, it's kind of fun to read, but at the same time, I don't need all the back and forth and 40 some odd hours of it. So I'm taking a little bit of a break from the Outlander series, but that was my book for the Charms prompt, which was Mastering the Age-Line Charm, so reading an adult book. So I have finished now, what was my first book? Oh, I read City of Ashes, which was my potions, and now I have charms. I'm still working on I Am Livia, which is my herbology class, and then I started listening to The English Patient, which I don't know when that was, what's that word for when books come out? Published. I don't know when it was published, but if it's 10 years old or older, I'm going to use that as my I think History of Magic subject is for a book that's 10 years older or more. And then tomorrow I leave for Austin. I'm looking at The English Patient right now. But tomorrow I leave for Austin, and I plan to start my Care of Magical Creatures read tomorrow on the plane. I think I'm going to read Bridge to Terabithia. So basically it needs to be a book that has a land animal on the cover, and my ebook, or my Kindle book, whatever, the book on my Kindle, it has a dog on it, and I think there's some bugs or something on it as well. Okay, The English Patient was published in '92, so that is well over 10 years old. So, I'm not bringing I Am Livia with me to Austin. I'm honestly not really liking it a whole lot anymore. I don't really know what it is, but it just, it's not holding my attention. I want it tonight. We get the kiddo this evening. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time with him and Skylar before they have to drop me at the airport tomorrow morning. But when Skylar and I climb in bed tonight, I will probably read at least another chapter. I want to try and make it to the 100-page mark, but that's another couple of chapters, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it. But yeah, that's my update for right now. I am liking The English Patient, but I'm more looking forward to just seeing the movie. It has Ralph Fiennes in it, and I like him. So I just want to finish that up. It's kind of told from multiple perspectives or points of views. You have the nurse, she's a Canadian nurse. She was stationed in Italy, and he came into their hospital. He was found in a desert and burned, and he was taken care of. And then basically, this takes place during World War II, so all of the nurses and patients are evacuated from the hospital and moved to a different location, and she and the English patient refused to move. So she's still caring for him in this, it was a church that was converted into a hospital during the war. And there's, like, it's not a very safe place because, like, it was bombed, obviously, and I think there are bombs surrounding it. But then there's also this gentleman who is a friend of Hannah. She's the nurse, her father's, who comes to live with them, and he has an interesting backstory. And then there's also this young soldier who is with them as well. So it's just kind of their stories, how they intertwine, and how they're living together at this point. So it's interesting, but I'm mostly just reading it to be able to watch the movie. So that's where I'm at right now. The doggos and I are gonna run to the bank and then come home and finish up some stuff. So that's what my evening's looking like. I'll probably have just some clips inserted the next couple of days between now and my next check-in. So that's it for right now, and I'll check in with you later. Today is the 13th of April, which means we are on day 13 of the O.W.L.s Readathon, and I finished and started another book today. I am in my hotel room in Austin. I'm staying at the Archer this time, but on the plane I read on my Kindle Bridge to Terabithia, which I didn't know that was a sad book. But that book I am using for my Magical Creatures prompt because it has a dog on the cover. And then I also started Tell the Wolves I'm Home on my Kindle, and I'm only into chapter 2 now. But the font on that book is red, so I am going to use that as my Defense Against the Dark Arts prompt, which is either a book with sprayed edges or red on the cover. So real quickly for all of my planner friends, I want to show you this amazing view outside my window. So right out my window is the Erin Condren store. I don't know why it looks like some paper is missing, like it looks like a whole bunch of paper was taken off, and I don't remember it being like that last time I was here, so maybe they're redoing it. I don't know, but that's the Erin Condren store, and I think I might go stroll around. And last time I was here, no, 2 times before, I stayed at the Residence Inn, and over there the nets are, I believe that's Topgolf, which is where I tried and failed to go golfing one time. So that's about it for the moment, not morning. I am waiting for my coworker to get in. She's flying in from Dundee, and I think, I left my phone over here. I think she has landed already. It's 5:30, so I'm pretty sure she landed, but I haven't heard from her yet. She might be trying to make it through customs still, or trying to find the driver who picks us up and brings us places. But my other coworkers that have been here for a little longer, they are going out to downtown in 6th Street, and I know they're going out to dinner, and then they being the ones that come over from Scotland, really like to go to the piano bars in Austin. So I know that is a stop tonight. So I think it's Pete's Piano Bar. So I said I would find out what Dorada's plans are and have dinner with her if she wanted to, and then either bring her with or not, depending on how she's feeling. She's probably feeling a little bit of jet lag, and knowing the group that's going out tonight, they can stay out for quite some time, so she probably won't want to do that. So right now I might read a little bit more. I don't know. I actually think I might walk over to the Erin Condren store while I wait for Dorada. Oh, I do need to go talk to the people downstairs because they charged me even though they shouldn't have, and they didn't tell me they were charging my credit card. So I need to tell them they need to reverse that and charge my company's credit card, because that's a lot of money that I really don't want on my credit card. It's like half of my balance. No, it's not, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, I need to get that sorted, and then I'm gonna run to Erin Condren. I think so. I might take you with me. But that's it for right now. I feel pretty good with my progress. I now then have finished Voyager for Charms, City of Ashes for Potions, and Bridge to Terabithia for Magical Creatures. So the only book I have to finish now for Magizoologist is my I Am Livia, which is at home. I didn't bring it with me because it's a physical book, and that's for herbology. Yeah, and then these other books are extras, so just trying to, I think now with 3 I've hit acceptable for my O.W.L.s. I think I need 6 to read Exceeds Expectations, and is it 9 for outstanding? I think that might be the number. So now I'm just trying to at least get to exceeds expectations. So well on my way for right now, only being first half of the month. So that's it for right now. I'm gonna go outside and enjoy some sunshine, and I'll check in with you all later. More quick thing, in my room there's 2 books, The Little Prince and Black Beauty. They're all, well, one is a favorite of the Archers. I'm not sure if it's one of the I don't know whose favorite it is. And then the other is a local gem. And both of those I've read. I thought that was really cute though. And I would absolutely read The Little Prince if I didn't read it for last year's O.W.L.s. Good morning and welcome to day 14. Yep, that's the day today. So last night I made it out to Pete's Piano Bar, as you saw. It was pretty fun. Definitely, well, kind of a different experience than the ones back home. Overall the same concept though. But yeah, there were lots of bachelorette parties and shenanigans and the like. Didn't read anything when I got back to the hotel, but now I am ready to head downstairs to the lobby because my coworker is picking Dorada and I up, and we are going to walk around Zilker Park and have a brunch of breakfast tacos. So might do a little montage of clips of that, not entirely sure. And then when I get back, I'm gonna put on my bathing suit and go head to the pool and hang out there. Probably bring my book with me. I think my other coworkers are gonna all just lounge around today. So that is the plan. There's also an Amazon Books right around the corner. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could see it outside my window. So I might take you there tonight as well, if not at some point this week. I've never been to one of the standing stores, so I think it would be interesting to see what I can find and see if I can try and squish anything into my luggage for coming home. So that's it for right now. If I read anything more, I will check in with you tonight. If not, I will probably check in with you tomorrow. So see you soon. Hello, so we are on Thursday, the 18th of April, which means it is day 18 of the readathon, and I've been so busy this week that I've been getting back to my hotel room really late and not reading. But today at work I did manage to listen to a little bit more of The English Patient. I have 2 hours left, so I will probably be able to finish that while I am doing my morning tasks tomorrow. And then I plan to read Tell the Wolves I'm Home on my flight home, which is like a 4-hour flight. So I should be able to get a good chunk done as long as I don't get too sleepy and fall asleep. We shall see. But this is the first night I've actually had just to myself, and I am gonna go look around. There's an Eric Condren store right out my window that I showed you guys. There is also a Amazon bookstore, which I would like to go see. I've never been in one. And then I really want some paper bag pants that are not like straight leg or skinny leg, and that don't go to just above the ankle. Like I want them to be long because I like to wear heels, and I would like them to like touch the floor when I wear heels, and I want them to like not be so flowy and flared in the leg that I can put 6 legs in them. I just want the high waist, the long leg to make me look really tall. So there's an Express somewhere around here, and I saw one of the mannequins wearing a pair that I think might fit or work, but I think Express is kind of expensive. There's also like an H&M, and I think there might be a Forever 21. So I'm basically just gonna go walk around and hopefully not get lost in the domain, but we shall see. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and I am taking you with me. Alright, so it has been quite some time since my last update, but we are finally on day 25 of the O.W.L.s Readathon. It is also Thursday today, so the Escape to Book Island Readathon, hosted by Paige over Creating & Co., started on Monday, and I have been doubling up on books, so picking books that fit prompts for both the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon and the Escape to Book Island Readathon. So today I finished 2 books. I finished on audiobook the last hour I had left of The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, I think is her name, the author's name. And I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was an interesting take on the story. I haven't read like a lot about ancient Greece or ancient Rome or anything, so this was your story about Achilles and just him growing up and up into the point of his passing, and just kind of some of the tales that were told about him and whatnot. So I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I don't know the history of it all that much, so I don't know if Achilles was gay or if he was bisexual or anything like that, but in this interpretation he was. And I just thought that where I feel like obviously Hercules isn't real, the Disney movie, but you know, Phyllis kind of paints him as this really arrogant character, and he is to an extent, but in this, like, it was kind of like understandable why, but he was more relatable even though he was a bit arrogant. So I liked it. I thought the characters were really interesting. I thought that the world building and just the atmosphere of the story was what I would expect it to be for ancient Greece and ancient Rome. And I just enjoyed it. I did give it a 3-star rating. I didn't think it was quite 4-star rating worthy, but definitely 3-star rating. And then I started and finished on audiobook today The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I cried. What's new? I mean, if you don't cry reading The Fault in Our Stars, I don't know how you can do it, but I cried. And it was good. It was for, The Song of Achilles was for the, what did I pick it for? Do I not have it? Ancient Runes, which was a retelling. And then The Fault in Our Stars I picked for astronomy because star is in the title. So now I am at 6 books. So I have officially hit Exceeds Expectation for my O.W.L.s. My plan is to finish 3 more before the end of this week, or this readathon, so I can get hit Outstanding. But really I only need 1 more book to get to be able to pursue Magizoologist as a career, and I need to finish my herbology book, which is I Am Livia, which is a book set in ancient Rome. So it's kind of interesting to have 2 books that I'm reading following 2 separate characters and stories based around like the same time period and stuff. But The Fault in Our Stars was a reread for me. I gave it 4 stars. I just really like that book. It's hard-hitting. I don't know, I think it's a good story. So the plan for today is to help Skylar pull the carpet in our bedroom. Our plan is to finish the bedroom either today or tomorrow with our new laminate flooring and put everything back together. And then we will have the living room, dining room, my office, and Maddie's bedroom left. So I am going to help Skylar do that. I'm probably not, well, I am going to read more today, but I will be reading I Am Livia when I get into bed. And then I don't know what I want to pick next. I basically have Arithmancy, which is a book by 2 or more authors, Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is a book that starts with the letter R, Divination, which is a book set in the future, and then Muggle Studies, which is contemporary, and Transfiguration, which is a red cover or sprayed edges. I do have 2 books picked, so for Muggle Studies, and to line up with the CC Escape to Book Island, I was going to read After by Anna Todd, and then Transfiguration for red. The lettering is red on the cover for Tell the Wolves I'm Home, which I'm reading on ebook. So I have started Tell the Wolves I'm Home, and then I'm still working on I Am Livia. So I've got a physical book and an ebook. I don't have an audiobook. So I wanted to get to after this month or these 2 sets of months, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. But it would work for my beach read as well, so I don't know if maybe I can find the audiobook on Scribd, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, that's my update. I hope your reading is going well, and I will check in with you all here in just a little bit for you. Who knows how many days for me though, so I will catch you soon. Hey guys, so today is day 27 of the readathon. Yesterday I started and finished P.S. I Like You by Casey West, which was my Muggle Studies course. And I read some more of I Am Livia, but P.S. did I say I Still Like You? It's P.S. I Like You. Also counted as my beach read for the Escape to Book Island Readathon by Creating and Co. So I gave it just a 3-star rating. It was fun. Typical YA Casey West book, nice and predictable, but yeah, I thought it was fun. So today is one of the little 4-legged beasts' birthday. Let me show you him. This little guy. He looks all pathetic. He is 4 years old today, and he had lots of fun out in the yard with my parents, and I made him, this is my first year ever, making one of my dogs a cupcake. So I can leave the recipe down in the description box below, but it's just a basic 4-ingredient recipe. It's got sliced apples, peanut butter, baking powder, and an egg. And then I wanted to give you an update on the floors. So this is the kitchen. Well, not the kitchen, this is the living room, and we have up to where the couch and stuff is almost done. took out the fireplace. We still have the chimney in, but that area is all done. And then we have down the hall done. The kiddo gets a curtain for his bathroom door right now because we are replacing all the doors. They're this brown color and we want to change them all to white. So living room's done, and then we make it to our bedroom. And it's a bit of a mess right now because Skylar just put in the last piece here. So this is what things are looking like. So we have to move our dresser back into place under the window. Not under the window, but kind of squished into the corner and a little bit under the window. And then our room will be back to normal. And then he's almost done in the closet. We just have that little space there. And look at this lovely linoleum they had in this house. Isn't that beautiful? So that is pretty much it. And I will have another update here within the next couple of days. Like I said, I read I Am Livia last night and I'm still working on it. I have like 120-ish pages left. So that's the one book I have to finish, and then I'm gonna try and squeeze in one more book so that I can have 9 books read for this time period, or this whole month, which would make it so I got an outstanding on my O.W.L.s, but as of right now, I'm on book 8. So I need 8 and 9. So I just haven't exceeds expectations at this time. So yeah, we're gonna get dinner going. I need to sweep in here so we can put the dresser back. And then we are going to relax. So I will check in with you in a little bit. Hello, so today is April 30th, which is also the last day of the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon, and I have completed more prompts than I anticipated completing. So I was going for a Magizoologist career, at least finishing my O.W.L.s so that I could move on to my NEWTs here in August. So I needed charms, care of magical creatures, potions, and herbology. So I finished all 4 of those, and then I finished another, all except for 2 of the prompts. So that would be another 6 books. So for care of magical creatures, I read Bridge to Terabithia. That was an ebook. For charms, I read Voyager by Diana Gabaldon as an audiobook. For herbology, I read I Am Livia, which I read as a physical book. And then for potions, I read City of Ashes as an audiobook. And then also for Ancient Runes, which was a retelling, I read The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, which was an audiobook. I did not do Arithmancy, which was to read a book that was written by 2 or more authors. For astronomy, for Star in the Title, I read The Fault in Our Stars on audiobook. That was a reread for me, but the first time I had read it as an audiobook. And then for Defense Against the Dark Arts, for a book that starts with the letter R, I read The Rights and Wrongs of Janice Wills on audiobook. That was just kind of a, what can I quickly finish in a day? So that was one of them that was kind of like a throwaway book, more or less, or throwaway prompt. I didn't read Divination, which was a book set in the future. History of Magic was a book that was 10 plus years old, so I read The English Patient on audiobook. Muggle Studies was a contemporary, and I read P.S. I Like You by Casey West. And Transfiguration was to read a book with a red cover or sprayed edges. I started reading Tell the Wolves I'm Home on my Kindle, but I Am Livia took me a bit longer to finish than I had anticipated, so I switched it and finished today an audiobook called Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, which was another throwaway book, more or less. So yeah, 10 out of 12 prompts, which means I got an outstanding on my O.W.L.s. I needed to finish at least 9 courses, and I did. I did have one DNF during this readathon, which was Beauty Queens by Livia. I know it was supposed to be a funny book, but it was just really annoying, to be completely honest. And then during this readathon, I also participated in the Escape to Book Island Readathon that was hosted by Paige over at Creating & Co. That took place last week, so it ended Sunday. And I read 2 books for that, which one was for a book that matched the planner kit because Creating & Co. is a planner sticker shop, and I read The Fault in Our Stars for that because it was like a beachy, piratey, island kit. So The Fault in Our Stars has, I have the original cover that's got the OK cloud bubbles on it, so it's like blue, white, and black, and yellow. And then for Beach Read, I put down P.S. I like you as that. So overall, my reading was fairly good for the month, I would say. There were definitely some books that I wasn't as into, that I was just trying to kind of fit into a prompt. I had a couple 4-star books, one 1-star book, a couple 2-star books, one DNF, so kind of all over the board for April, but I will have next week a video go up of my wrap-up, and I'll give a bit more of an explanation of, or like a review of the books that I read, what format I read them in, how many hours or pages they were, and my star rating, and then I'll give my average star rating for the month. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this readathon, and I'm really looking forward to sitting the NEWTs come August. I was only planning on reading the 4 book prompts that I needed in order to get Magizoologist. But I feel pretty accomplished with getting 10 courses in. Last year I did all 12, but in case I changed my mind about wanting to be a Magizoologist here in the next 4 months, I've got plenty of avenues that I can take. So I would love to know if you also participated in this readathon, and if so, what career were you pursuing and what books did you read for the prompts? I'm really curious to find out what books everyone chose for each prompt, because they're so wide and there's so many different books out there that, that you're not gonna find any 2 people that had the same exact TBR. And also, if you've read any of the books that I've read, please let me know your thoughts on them. So yeah, that's about wraps it up for this readathon. Like I said, I had a lot of fun, and if you participated, I hope you did as well. So leave all your thoughts and comments down below, and I will chat with you down there until my next video. Bye!